It should be a great NBA matchup. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sideline. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Duncan is out there with Parrish. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then it's Jones. And it's Stojakovic in at the 3 spot. And for Milwaukee, Tracy McGrady is out there with Hardaway. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Malone. And it's Pettit in at the power forward. So the Bucks win the tip. Stojakovic against LeBron. There's the pass to McGrady. Milwaukee the rebound. Duncan with the block.
And that's part of his game. Love seeing Duncan just got up there to reject shots. Does a great job of utilizing that wingspan along with his timing.
And it's Stojakovic missing.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room. Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago. This is the first meeting of the year between these two teams, and he said he wants to rely on defense to set the tone. He told me if we can disrupt their offensive flow early and deny them easy looks, I think we can wear them down over the course of the night to get the win. All right, Kevin, back to you.
David, thanks for that report. Focusing on the defensive end. Greg, we'll see if they can get the stops.
Staying connected to shooters. I think if they can do that, they have a great chance to be successful.
And that's going to take great communication out on the perimeter. Expect them to switch quite a bit.
Shot clock at 5. Pettit, the pass to McGrady. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside.
Outside Rose. Tries from 7. Duncan right side. The shot, no good. The Bucks go the other way with it. Here's McGrady. Tim Duncan with the rebound. The Spurs have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Jones, no one around him. Offline with his 3.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
And the Bucks with some changes. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Malone. Loy comes in for McGrady, and Damian Lillard subbed in for Hardaway. Then for the Spurs, Goodrich comes in for Jones, and Tim Hardaway subbed in for Rose. Now here's Roy. Passes it to Pettit. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
And points in the paint are a sure thing when Pettit's on the floor. He's just got too much game down low. He may not have the bulk of some of the other guys, but it doesn't matter.
Hudson's checked in for the Bucks.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Dantley. That shot is off. The Bucks go the other way with it. They won their last game. That was Thursday night.
And boy, did that game nearly get away from them, but they were a little bit fortunate to have survived at the end of regulation.
They were extremely lucky. I think they took their opponent for granted a little, and it nearly cost them.
Count that one.
Yeah, that's his bread and butter. Pettit is one of the all-time greats at just battling for position and turning those misses into makes.
Hold on!
You gotta buckle up on that one.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Bucks have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. And that one falls for Roy. Roy hits them both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Here's Dantley. Outside Anthony. Connects, the jumper drops.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Lillard, the pass to Howard. The three. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Lillard against Hardaway. Outside Anthony. Hardaway against Lillard. Outside Hardaway. Oh, that's blocked. And they'll keep possession. Robinson, that's good. 6 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lillard from deep three-point land. And so the first quarter is in the books. Bucks lead by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Damian Lillard told us before the game when asked how he stays so grounded despite all of his individual success.
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from a tough place. Didn't get recruited in high school. I went to a small college, so I just come from something different than somebody that might have been 8th grade #1 prospect.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And we welcome you back to 2K Sports coverage of the Western Conference Semifinals. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that.
Oh,
Yes. Love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
here's Roy. Nails the 16-footer.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Outside Hardaway. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Roy against Goodrich. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on David Robinson.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And some changes here for the Bucks. LeBron's checked in for Howard. McGrady comes in for Hudson. Hardaway is subbed in for John Wall. And it's Rose with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 4. Here's Duncan. James with some nice D. On offense here, the Bucks. Here's Roy. Feeds it to Malone. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. Spurs trail by 4. Offside Rose. He feeds it to Duncan. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Pass to McGrady. And the Bucks miss again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Jones. That misses off the backboard. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. With the putback. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Spurs have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And they take the lead. Stojakovic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And Stojakovic, a super sniper. He can knock it down from anywhere, but the 3 ball is his specialty.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result. Quarter
2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. The LeBron kicks to Lillard. No good on the triple. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Shots good by Stojakovic.
Nice awareness there, finding the open man down the court on the break.
And there's the feed to McGrady. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Second shot opportunity, and there's the bucket as Jones finishes it off. Jones has got his first points of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
It's stolen by Jones. It's 2-on-1. And the wide open shot from Rose. A three-pointer off the mark. Bucks trail by 3. Inside, Pettit. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist. Pettit's got 7.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
And the dunk by Duncan.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
And with the height to see over people and the peripheral vision to do it quickly, Penny with the perfect setup.
And here's Rose. No points in the game yet for him. Chalk up 2 there. Duncan's got the lead up to 3 now for the Spurs.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
McGrady with the ball. Deep. That one doesn't drop. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Spurs. They're up by 3. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The NBA playoffs are happening. Looking at the Spurs, they have yet to take control of this series or the game. We know the team that wins Game 5 of a series that's tied 2-2 is often the one to advance, so they need to be at their best. And it's just about time now for the third quarter.
So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. Spurs leading by 3. Hardaway is out there with Tracy McGrady. Then it's Malone. And it's LeBron James. And it's Pettit in at the 4-man position. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
And Duncan drops them both. Bucks shooting the ball at 42%. McGrady outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McGrady's got 9.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Jones, the pass to Duncan. Rose against Hardaway. With the teardrop, Rose gets the bucket. Rose has got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Spurs.
Sick handles from Derrick Rose. Off the dribble, he's pretty good.
Here's McGrady. San Antonio with the rebound. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Both teams will make substitutions. And now let's revisit that exceptional Mobile 1 block.
And you've got to take your defense up a notch in the playoffs. He takes it up about 3 notches on that block.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Dantley. He's covered by Hudson. Here's Anthony. Good D by Howard. Bucks trail by 5. Passes to Roy. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Howard really brings it on the offensive glass, using that wide wingspan to come up with those loose balls.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Anthony on the wing over Howard. And Anthony with the basket on the assist from Hardaway. Anthony's got his third basket of the night.
Just taking what the defense allows, and that's a shot he'll make all night.
And here's Wall outside. They get the rebound. Robinson with the block.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots.
Bucks have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Roy dishes to Wall. The pass to Howard. Pass to Wall. Shot clock at 6. And it's off from three-point range. Spurs leading by 5. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Timeout called, the Bucks. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Here's Roy. Malone tips it back in. Malone's got his first 2 points.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Goodrich, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And what's interesting about Goodrich, he doesn't have great size or an explosive vertical, but he's just tricky enough to draw fouls.
And the Bucks making a change here. And he makes both free throws. 55 seconds left in the third. McGrady kicks to Howard. Pass to LeBron. Fires it up. Keeps it alive. And Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got his second basket of the night.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And they pick up 2. Anthony's got the lead up to 7 now for the Spurs.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And here's James outside. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. James has got 5.
Limitless, the way LeBron affects the game, showing nice touch there from distance.
Anthony taking his time here. Seconds left. Great D that time from Howard. The third quarter comes to a close. Spurs lead by 4. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Stop. Let's play out of motion. Let's run them. Let's play at our pace. Let's go. Defense on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Looking to play at their tempo. Mike Budenholzer really wants them to assert themselves, trying to dominate this next stretch.
Yeah, I mean, his energy is up there, hoping his team's energy is just as high. They may push every chance they get.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter, they've got Jones. Stojakovic is out there with Duncan. Then it's Parrish, and it's Rose in at the point. Lillard against Rose. Pass to Parrish. It's Jones on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
Definitely. But this is the time when you want the momentum. Late is when you want to impose your will.
Rose gets the bucket.
It's hard to try to stop D. Rose. When he's committed to scoring, get out of his way.
Lillard outside. And here's James outside. The rebound by the Spurs. Duncan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Rose passes to Jones. Back to Rose. Spurs working the ball around now. James against Stojakovic. Wants to get it to Rose, and does. Yep, it counts. Now it's a 4-point San Antonio lead.
And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack, fights his way through the contact.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under.
Malone's checked in for Dwight Howard. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He said he just wants them to play faster. Feels like they've been too lackadaisical with the ball, and that their aggressiveness just isn't there right now. Kevin, back to you.
The Bucks making a change here. McGrady's checked in. Spurs leading by 4. Rose dishes to Jones. James against Stojakovic. The shot. And the rejection by James.
You got to keep an eye out for LeBron. He may be lurking. What a block that one was.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. 3-pointer, Stojakovic. The Spurs getting another chance here. Duncan outside. Now here's Rose. From past the arc. Rebounded by Hardaway. Bucks trail by 4. Here's McGrady. They get it again. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Rose passes to Duncan. Good on the bucket. And the Spurs lead by 4.
Tremendous vision D. Rose has. Always finding ways to make an impact.
Stojakovic against James. That one doesn't go. Nice D from Duncan. And they go to the intentional foul. Double team on Rose. Down low. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
When you need a big bucket, keep it in his hand. LeBron lives for this one.
So they foul intentionally. Free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
A fan favorite in this league. Rose's hard work and perseverance through injuries speaks volumes.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And it's Parrish missing.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul. Your go-to guy in these situations, LeBron, has been here before plenty of times.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just just milk those last seconds away.
The first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Oh, the lightning quickness, the cool demeanor. Just no one works harder at the game of basketball than Jones. He's always in shape and always ready to make a play.
Second one is good, being both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Nice job extending the lead and making this a 2-possession game now.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 5. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
And on the defensive end, they'll have to foul whomever gets the ball. No time left to be picky.
$19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. For the three. And the rebound goes to Duncan. And an intentional foul right there. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. James looking around. So they've done it. They're going to move on. A big playoff win for them. But what isn't, Greg, big in the postseason, huh?
Great point. I really just love the composure with which they played tonight. It's easy to get too keyed up for postseason basketball, but they kept their heads and just went about the business of winning.
It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And we'll see you next time